Hey guys, welcome to a new YouTube video. Today I'm going to be discussing Stories of Sodor Season 6. The first episode of it released a few weeks ago on YouTube, and then an extra week before that on Patreon. So, first I'm going to talk about the episodes. Recovery, good episode. Percy having, PTSD from Thomas's death is understandable, although his reactions are crazy. Then, Henry's problem with the flying kipper, that was a good story, and him talking to Mr. Hall about that was a good idea. And yeah, Informant was a boring episode. It's basically just where there's an informant basically spreading lies or whatever about Sodor. The engines think it's Francis, but turns out it's not. And it turns out it is one of the workmen. Leadership is one of the best episodes of this season. Sir Topham announces his retirement. The new controller, Mr. Watson, arrives. And he tells the engines that, he's kind of a jerk at first, but then as the episode kind of concludes, he becomes more understandable. Then a troublemaker junction or whatever for the Brandon branch is reconstructed or whatever. And because of that, Dudley arrives. It's kind of weird seeing Dudley in Stories of Sodor, although he isn't going to show up anymore. Dudley's outburst at Boko near the end is a little chaotic, and I guess Joey was correct about what he said. And Dudley dying at the end of the episode was shocking, but he kind of deserved it. But then, Limits. Limits is a good episode. And has Daisy try to test her limits after a rude remark Dudley said to her, but she fails frickin' miserably. But then, in the end, ends up rescuing Queen Elizabeth and feeling a lot better. Now, I'm not going to talk about losses since it's it would just not be, or it just wouldn't really be okay to talk about an episode of a season that is released on a platform that you pay for. And it'd be kind of rude if I Victor, the creator of Stories of Sodor, to talk about, or to just basically, it'd be rude to say the plot of an episode that hasn't even been released yet. Well, besides on Patreon. But yeah, that'd just be rude if I did that, which I'm not going to. However, when Losses releases on YouTube this next week, I will talk about it. And, well, by then, episode 7, Arsdale, will be out on Patreon, which won't do a discussion on that for a YouTube video because, well, you know why. Basically, for the same reason that I said about not talking about the plot of episode 6, Losses, which is a short episode. I'll just say this: it's a short episode, but it's good. And it has a returning character from season 5. But yeah, anyways, so yeah. So far season 6 has been pretty good. A lot better than last season. And one major difference or whatever about the season is that, well, Thomas is dead, Sir Topham Hatt's retired, and the intro changed again. With Victor changing the intro to remove Thomas. And at the Tidmouth Shed scene, Edward is now in Thomas's spot. All the engines moved over one spot to make way for Toby, so he could be in the shed during the intro. And the one thing that I am still freaking shocked about is that Joey, the police engine, is near the end of the intro in a blue coat of paint pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Like, I'm guessing that's gonna be like the plot for Adjustment, which that's not releasing for a few more weeks. It'll probably be like December by then. Actually, yeah, it will. But yeah, the intro is changed. And, yeah. I feel like the main flaw of the season is it's still pretty short. Or the runtime of the episodes is still pretty short. I mean, it's better compared to last season. Less than half the episodes past 15 minutes. Or, no, less than half of the episodes past 12 minutes. Meanwhile, this season, all of the episodes have passed 13 minutes. Which is good. But not good enough. There have been some episodes with long run times this season, like Leadership, Troublemaker, and Recovery. But then there's the other 3 episodes. Losses, which has not released on YouTube yet. Informant, and Limits, which are the shortest episodes of the season, but they're not that short. I'm just glad the runtime's better. I'm glad there are no, like, main character deaths this season. Well, actually, that's not really true, because something will happen in losses that, I'm not going to spoil what it is, will be a little tragic. But anyways, the season as a whole has been a big improvement from last season, and it's taken Victor less time to get season 6 out than the last season, which took him a year and a half passed after season 4, part 2, when season 5 finally released, which that took a while. But yeah, anyways, so Stories of Sodor, season 6, kinda mid. No. I revoke that statement. It's pretty good. Better than last season, but not as good as season 4. I will talk about season 4 in a future video. Well, not too future. In 3 days or something, because, well, actually, I think tomorrow I'm going to be uploading the next episode of a series I started a couple months ago called Thomas the Comedy Engine, which I finally made episode 2, and there's kind of a few changes since episode 1, but yeah. Anyways, this has been, hold up, let me check what my YouTube username is. This has been Kermit the Frog 54. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you all in the next one.